97%消费者满意。
年度总积分排名第1的，
看见这也是
他在预赛成。哈喽。好，这目前。
être dans le final et jouer la victoire.
Comment gagner aujourd'hui?
Could you win today, and if so, how?
C'est une course qui va se jouer en 2 temps.
Well, I think that we'll see a race with 2 parts. Part 1 dominated by the wind, and then the best riders will show themselves in the final part with the climbs and those 9 little sectors of gravel. There's something to do there. Oh, what's going to be harder, the climbs or the vineyard tracks? Well, I think it's the accumulation, the mix of both of them. You have to be well placed, always in the first 5 to 10 riders, I'd say, when going through the vineyards. Otherwise, you can see that the dangerous things are waiting to affect you. And it is a teammate of Philippe Gilbert who's trying to be a danger to everybody else. It's Nicky Terpstra on the Côte de Gauguin.
Yeah, we've got gravel sector just over the top of this climb as well, so that makes it doubly difficult. So Terpstra going there with, looks like it's Søren Kragh Andersen.
Valsky being dropped, Le Bon being dropped, who is in the breakaway as well. You can just see the road moving uphill. It's the survival of the fittest here. Søren Kragh is in fact there, second wheel, black and white jersey for Team Sunweb. Philippe Gilbert trying to get on the wheel as well. Gilbert wearing that black armband, of course, to remember his fallen compatriot, the very sad death just 36 hours ago of Jimmy Duquesnoy, the Belgian rider. On to La Grosse Pierre. This is the 3rd of our 9 sectors. This is the longest one now, Brian.
And it's Valentin Madouas also there for Groupama, who's been showing some good form recently. Seth Van Mark for Education First. Lotto Soudal have got their man there, Yeli Juarez. And still a large group behind. Some other riders trying to come across here with puncture for Reinhard Janse van Rensburg and Connor Swift. Trying to help him back, but when these guys start to attack, you know that the alarm bells will be sounding.
Nicky Terpstra motoring along. And Terpstra in combination with Philippe Gilbert, that's brought some results over the last 18 months for Quick-Step, hasn't it? The very strong group, pardon me.
The trouble you've got here, Rob, is with this strong group going down the road, who's left to chase, who wants to chase, and you know we get one of the St Michel Ober 93 riders going to the front.
But we can't be relying on 3rd division riders to do the chase, and that's no disrespect to them, is it?
No, it's because as soon as we hit the first gravel sectors, a lot of riders have been distanced, and when Terpstra, Gilbert and co start to push on, and a lot of the major teams with their representation here, it's very difficult to get organised chase behind.
The 2 Lottos from Belgium and Netherlands represented. Lotto Soudal and Lotto Jumbo. Just look at the speed here. It's stopped almost dead on that corner.
Yeah, you have to give it respect. You can't lean over in these corners. You have to pretty much go to walking speeds, and
Madouas struggling already.
Yeah, push it. Yeah, you push it in the straights, but you just have to give it respect because it's loose. It's very loose. But the technical nature of this course, a lot of the riders, they're maybe in some other races would see, you know, at lesser level you see them crashing, but it just goes to show you that these riders know how to ride their bikes on this sort of terrain.
That's Adrien Petit at the front in the black. He would have to be one of the favourites to win today if there were a small group there. Oliver Naassen pushing on, shakes his head as he comes around the corner, and he would be one of the best riders in the peloton on this terrain.
He's a strong rider, he's got some good form. He's missed out here. It's possibly just purely down to positioning here, but really, you know, looking at these gravel roads and things like that, I mean, there's a lot of riders taking avoidance. Maybe some things happening a little bit further back, but I tell you what, you don't want to be crashing on these roads.
Florian Sénéchal still in the group as well for Quick-Step Chasing. He's just going to sit on for the moment. Agir de Zala Mondial victorious at yesterday's fresh French Cup ending Tour de Vendée. It was their German strongman Nico Denz who took the win. Classic style approach to today as Niki Terpstra tries to get organisation with Philippe Gilbert being dropped out the back.
Yeah, I'm just seeing that. Not too sure what's happening. He's just radioing up to Terpstra, so Terpstra want to push on now because there's some strong riders behind and he doesn't want to be left alone. It's about strength in numbers, especially with 38 kilometres to go. He's just easing up, talking to Gilbert, and hopefully he'll get back on. But these riders here, especially Sepp van Aert, he's not going to make weights for anybody. This could be the race winning move, and these riders know that.
It's another strong March or April looking team for EF Drapac as well. Not just Sepp van Marke turning up for business, but a lot of his classics colleagues as well. Matti Breschel, Sebastian Langeveld, Dan McClay and Tom van Arsbrook in that team too.
I can only think that Gilbert has a bit of a problem there with a puncture or something's happened, because he's dropped back quite. You see him, he's all over the place. It looks like he's got a back wheel puncture.
Time to hear from Johan Fredo, who've already seen on the attack for Wanty Group Gobert. Well, I came to visit Paris Tour when I was still a little boy. The start was right next to where I grew up, and it's the race that motivated me to start cycling, because the riders were just easy to approach. So it's a special race for me. It's in October. Most of the riders are on holidays after tonight, so some are motivated and some are a little less. That'll be decisive today. The first part of the race will be very windy. You could lose everything there. And I've studied the Vineyard tracks. I think it'll be spectacular on television. Our bikes might get a little more difficult to ride. There are lots of climbs, downhills as well, small tracks and a lot of little stones. I think it'll be great to look at. We're not all equal though regarding the staff in the teams. There's a lot of staff that can put people at the beginning and at the end of a sector. The bigger teams can do that and make the difference. Our team car today is number 19, so if there's a puncture, there'd be no way to get help in time. If we have a flat tyre, our race is over. And while we're hearing from Jan Fredo there, we had confirmation of what you suspected, Brian. Yeah, back wheel puncture for Gilbert. He waited for one of his teammates, Seneschal, and got a change. I wouldn't say it was a quick change, but he's going to struggle to get back now. AG2R now pushing hard on the front. Oliver Nassen is their man today. They've missed out, and he's got a little bit of help. Arnaud Demar still up there towards the front as well, sitting on the Nassen's wheel in the 4th position. So still a lot of riding, and I'm not too sure that Terpstra is happy with the situation for the time being. It's just disappointing for Gilbert that he punctured at the wrong time, but we're going to see this all in the run in towards the finish. Still numbers there for Quick-Step there in that chasing group, and they still crucially have Fabio Jakobsen, one of the fastest men in that chasing group as well. As Sepp van Marke is here at the front. Madois was there, there's Krau, and we're on the Côte de Montfort. That's the thing, there's no let-up in the last 50Ks for the race to really get organised, because if you aren't changing direction and either riding into the wind, or with the wind from the side, you're going uphill, downhill, or you're on the stones. There's something almost every minute. You need to be strong, you need to ride in the front, because either we are on the gravel road, so we've got to climb, there's no sitting back, and the situation we've got with this race, if you're in the front, you can use a bit of energy, and the strongest riders are going to come to the finish together. So that's the difficulty, is you cannot afford to sit back. As soon as you start tiring or feeling tired or thinking, I want to just try and sit in the wheels, try and save a little bit of energy, then that's the wrong time. You have to continue to push the whole way, because as soon as you sit back, you hit another sector, stretches out again, and unfortunately, you have to have good legs to stay, because absolutely no place to hide in these sort of conditions. 35 kilometres to go, and on to the Montfort sector. 2 kilometres long, with Krau on the attack.
Studio debut album, Marauder, and their first single, The Rover, that shows their artful revolution. The album is a mixed bag and a tick box of Interpol's best hits, and this November, they are the headliner at the Clock and Flap Music and Art Festival in Hong Kong. Stay tuned and rock on with Interpol's music all this month on Channel V. Give it up to our breakout artist, Nova Amor. The Welsh multi-instrumentalist and producer has shared his stunningly beautiful music from his debut album, message about human effect on the natural world. The free live Michael Ward performed around 250 live capture footage. Following on with Nova Amor music and video of this month on Channel V.
Time to wake up. Die ist sehr genau und akkurat in der Partitur jedenfalls. Die weiß schon, was sie will, glaube ich. Nochmal.
Die 12 Cellisten sind mit Sicherheit wesentlich früher in mein Bewusstsein gedrungen als
in Berlin schon eine spezielle Konstellation, also dass eine komplette Gruppe auch zusammen.
Bevor ich da reinkam und vielleicht auch, als ich noch kurz da war, da hatte ich
immer gern den Klängelhymnus gehört.
Theoretisch schon, aber ich bin schon froh, wenn ich einigermaßen euch nicht verliere. Mal bin ich zu schnell, mal zu langsam.
Könnt ihr die Figuren von uns verfolgen?
Ja, aber die kommen ja dann irgendwann. Die kommen da ist schon irgendwie.
Ich habe das jetzt ziemlich klar, eigentlich ging das relativ.
Also ich gratuliere.
Wir machen das ein paar Mal spielen.
Es müssen bestimmte Sachen diskutiert werden, andere Sachen werden dann einfach halt abgestimmt oder bestimmt, je nachdem, was es ist. Aber es müssen Kommunikationsformen gefunden werden, sodass keiner auf der Strecke bleibt. Und das ist natürlich zu gewissem Grad auch manchmal eine Streitkultur, das ist klar. Aber muss auch sein und ist eine kameradschaftliche, insofern, das funktioniert gut.
Jeder kann sich doch auch einmischen und das tut auch jeder mal. Ich vielleicht noch am wenigsten, aber...
Eine wichtige Sache bei 12 Leuten ist, dass man die Klappe hält. Das ist also einfach, dass man sich genau überlegt, wann man was sagt und ob das wirklich jetzt ein Beitrag ist, der die Probe weiterbringt.
Also ich versuche jetzt einfach zu schwingen und du versuchst mit mir mitzuschwingen vielleicht.
Also schon zu zeigen.
Ja, das geht, ne? Okay. Einsetzen müssen. Was? Also dann nützt es nichts, wenn ich...
Die Gruppe lebt natürlich auch von den extremen Polen, sage ich mal. Also es gibt ganz verschiedene Typen und das bereichert ja auch. Also das bringt ja die verschiedenen Facetten auch rein. Ja.
Es kommt nur was Gutes bei raus, wenn jeder sich wiederfindet, dann auch im Konzert, in der Interpretation. Aber ich kenne jetzt meine Gruppe so gut und die kennen mich auch so gut, dass wir eben wissen, wer was wie meint und wie gerne spielen möchte. Also die Probenarbeit ist eigentlich doch sehr effektiv.
Also ich mache noch ein paar Partituren zu morgen, ja? Ja.
Wir lieben Sofia Gubadulinas Musik schon lange. Also jeder von uns hat Erfahrung mit ihrer Musik, sowohl in Kammermusik als auch andererweise. Damals hat der Georg Faust, der noch dort der künstlerische Leiter unserer Gruppe war, sie eben angesprochen und gefragt, ob sie Lust habe, auch für die 12 Cellisten etwas zu schreiben. Und siehe da, sie hatte sofort eben auch zugesagt und die Luzerner Festwochen haben das dann übernommen. Deshalb führen wir das dann dort zum ersten Mal auf.
Hallo, guten Tag.
Freut mich sehr, dass Sie hier sind.
Freut mich sehr auch. So sieht so fantastisch aus.
Ja, aussehen tut's gut. Hoffentlich klingt es
ja,
auch gut.
Klingt auch. Ja. Es ist für mich großartig, etwas Großartiges für mich. Erste Probe für den Komponisten ist so schwierig, so spannend.
Wir haben natürlich die Noten erst im Sommer bekommen, vollständig, und wir haben jetzt noch nicht sehr viel Proben.
那如果讲到双色的话呢，价格就会比较贵。当然，单色1200，如果买到双色可能就更贵。是的。那你们可以看到，像这一盒一样哈，都是单色的设计。1150，紫色是一个价格，绿色是一个价格。是。那左下看到这是一个双色的设计了。是的。这个也一样是结合双色的概念。好，但你看到像这一盒。
你看也是
现在在国外有一盒跟我做到一样的，最便宜的价格要卖到1000块，但会员朋友你现在可以看到哈，有图有差，好给你好气色。
我是认真的跟你讲，
还有网友在说一盒抵多用，真的超方便。还有人在说见鬼了，
见鬼了是不是？等一下来，我跟你解释，
怎么差这么多？
我再跟他解释一下，因为这是我们目前为止再给他看一下，这是我们韩国这次要做的美容展的时间非常的接近。我单单给大家看一下价格。 如果正货一盒的话是1200，如果补充蕊是1000块钱。是。再跟他解释一下，如果你今天要买，你也不用担心，因为它连防紫外线的部分都帮你做到。没错。SPF 116以上，是101以上，所以防晒16.8小时。对。如果你有